Got example 4 from chapter 5.7. This is the last question for that chapter. All we're doing now is we're interpreting the graph, a linear graph, to find out some information. In this case, we're dealing with publishing company and the cost of how much it's going to cost based on the number of yearbooks. So the number of yearbooks is my independent. Cost is dependent, and because it depends on the number of books we get. Now, it's discrete because of the number of yearbooks. I can't buy half a yearbook. So, the question's asking in the book, if the cost was $4,200, how many yearbooks would you be able to get? So, even though it's discrete, we got to pretend that we have a line here. Now, just because there's no dots in between doesn't mean I can't come up with an answer of a full number of books. So we got to pretend that there's a line. We can go to 4,200, which is approximately here. Draw a line across. It gets me here. And it comes down here. And my lines are going to be way off because I know what the answer is. And I got to make it look like it's close anyway. So, based on this, based on my graph, I would have said 195 books. Based on the graph in the book, it's actually 180 books. So, if you had a good graph, you would have the answer of 180 books. Based on this, we get about 195 because I went across 4,200 and then I came back down and it gave me that. So if it costs then you So 180 books is going to cost $4,200. That's what we get from that. There's other little piece of information we can talk about quick before I get rid of it. Right here, that's my vertical intercept. So even if they don't get any books, just to put a deposit down on getting them, getting the yearbooks, it's going to cost them $500. And then from there, one book, it's going to be $500 and some for one book. The cost goes up per book from that point on, and we could figure that out, but we're not going to do that right now. That would just be doing the rate of change, cost per book. Easy enough to figure out because you just do this. We go up 1,000, over 50. And that would give me $20 per book. Plus I have my initial fee of $500. So I can check my answer if I want to. And I can go 20 times 180 plus the $500 setup fee or whatever they want to call it. 3,600. Wow, that's a little off. Based on this, we've got 3,600 plus 500 equals $4,100. So that's not quite right. So we can get another 5 books at $20 a book. All right. So hopefully that's helpful. And that's it for chapter 5.